welcome to day 4 of 12 Days of Christmas with me. I hope you guys are enjoying this video and my series as well. Don't forget to kind of like and subscribe. If you're new here, I'm doing 12 Days of Christmas, which means I'm uploading every single day until Christmas Eve. So I hope you guys are enjoying my previous videos and enjoy this video as well. Today's video, I'll be sharing a dinner recipe with you guys. And I'll be giving you guys some holiday tips on how to buy gifts, especially if you're a last minute person. Gotta keep you organized, on your toes, and not stressed. So if you're interested in that, just keep on watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, so at this point, I'm making my mom's recipe for her rice. So she does rice with sausages. So right now, I'm rinsing canned beans. I'm getting off all those juices that were in the can with the beans. And these are just black beans that are unsalted, that are organic, but you can use the Goya beans, which is what my mom uses and prefers for the flavor. Now I'm adding chicken stock after my sausage had sauteed with my sofrito and garlic. Sofrito is a Puerto Rican seasoning. It's basically like herbs and veggies all grinded up and made into a little saute thing. And at this point, I started adding all my dry seasonings. So I added garlic powder, onion powder, chicken bouillon, sazon by Goya, the low sodium one. I also added cilantro, paprika for color. Even though the sazon gives color, I just wanted extra color. I even added some black pepper too. And now I'm just stirring everything to make sure everything is meshing well. I meant simmer, not boil. You don't want it to boil. Now I'm washing my rice to get off all the excess starch, and you want to make sure you wash it really well, or else your rice is going to come out clumpy. At this point, I'm just showing you guys what it means to let it simmer. You don't want it to be boiling, but you don't want it to not have little bubbles in the center. So at this point, the sausage and beans, the flavors mesh together with all the seasoning, so it's time to add in the rice. Now you want to stir in the rice very well at this point. Then I topped it off with some water to make sure that the rice and the beans were covered with a thin layer of water right on top. I'm showing you guys my chicken as well because it looks really good. So at this point, I had left it uncovered, let everything simmer a little bit more, and I put the temperature a little bit lower. So I started off in the temperature on medium. And you just want to turn it, turn it just a few times, not too often, or else the rice will be mushy. So you want to turn it enough that the bottom comes to the top, but you don't want to overdo it. Also, I added aluminum foil because that is what my mom told me to do. I guess it has to do with condensation. You want to add aluminum foil, and the rice takes about 45 minutes to cook. Every 15 minutes, you want to stir the rice, but don't overdo it. So, you know your rice is done once it doesn't look like goopy and wet. And it's very separated and nice and fluffy. So guys, I showed you guys my dinner. What do you guys think? So I'm trying to copy my mom's recipe. It didn't come out as good as hers, but it came very close. Like my mom's is a 10 out of 10. Mine was a 8 or 9 out of 10. It was pretty good. My fiance really enjoyed it. And Brayden loved it. This part of the video, I want to talk about getting people gifts, last minute Christmas shopping, how to even figure out what you want to get somebody. If you have a hard time giving gifts. I always do, especially for Christmas, since there's multiple people at one time that you're giving a gift to. If that's the case for you, I write down a list of all the people I want to give gifts to, right? Whether that be my parents, my sisters, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, the children, my niece, my nephew, my little cousins, any babies, my son now, my fiance. So you make a whole list, and by their name, I just think of, okay, this person mentioned this, and you could do an ongoing list throughout the whole year, right? So if somebody mentions, I would love to have, I don't know, this diffuser. Like, say my sister was like, I just really love diffusers, but I've noticed she hasn't bought herself it, and it's already around Christmas. I can get her that diffuser. And then when she gets it, she's gonna be so like felt, one, you're gonna feel like people actually listen to you when you talk, and two, you're gonna be so happy because it's probably something that she didn't want to buy but that she wanted, or for your scenario, whatever you want to use. And then I just also go based on what I know they like, because I only buy people gifts that are very close to me, for the most part, unless it's like, I don't know, like a housewarming part like thing or something random. But for the most part, it's somebody. My lips are getting so swollen because I put the fancy lip plumper and my lips are burning. Anyways, so that's my first tip. Make a list of all the people you gotta buy gifts for, and make sure you don't forget anybody. And then go by each person that you put each name and think of things that they like or mention throughout the year that they wanted. And if you don't have a good memory like me, make it an ongoing list throughout the whole year, so by the time it's Christmas, you know what to get them. Or like, for instance, some people in my life, they're very self-care oriented. That is like a main thing for them, and for them the self-care is like doing baths or spa treatment, like the generalized things, wearing cozy clothes, being like super comfy. So I would get things geared to that. Yeah, so that's my first tip. My second tip is think of stores where you could group gifts. So for instance, I really like getting gifts from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, HomeSense, Zara, Amazon now. This is my first year. And the reason I like those stores, if it's not something specific, like if it's like something generalized, like for instance, if I'm looking for a robe, right? But I don't have like a specific brand I want, I just know I want it to be super cozy and soft, then I will go to like say TJ Maxx or Marshalls. Preferably I will find like a brand name that I'm familiar with, and just hope it's really good quality. And going to those stores, it's also affordable, right? So if you have a big family like mine, each person I have a budget for, and your budget could be whatever it is, so you want to stick within that. But I also really like the stores, not even really for the price, I just like how they have so many things and I could just group gifts together. So I could buy like say 5 or 10 people gifts at this one store instead of going to multiple stores or having to go to a mall, because ever since this whole fiasco happened to the world, going to the mall just, it's a little too much for me right now. So unless it's an outdoor mall, so I would just prefer to do that. Hopefully I start going to the mall again, because I really enjoyed the mall back in the day. That is my second tip. My third tip is you could get somebody one gift that is a nice, whatever you want to consider a nice price, one gift that you feel like this is good enough, and that it encompasses being thoughtful, it's usable. Because the worst is when you buy somebody a gift and you say you buy just like a cheap gift or a really expensive gift and then they don't use it. That is like the worst. You want to buy a gift and hoping that they do use it. But I really recommend you guys also get gift receipts. Get a gift receipt, because sometimes people don't feel comfortable letting you know like, hey, I don't like this, can you return it and get me something else, or can you just give me the cash for it, or what have you. So then they could just do it on their own and it's fine. It's like no hard feelings. I want, at the end of the day, this is just me showing my appreciation for you. If you don't like the gift, that's cool. You can go pick something else out that you really like and that you're gonna use, and I'll be more than happy. So that's my other tip for that. And that's basically it, you guys. Like, I used to put so much pressure on myself for buying gifts. Like, so I'm telling you guys, when I tell you my son has changed my perspective on so many things, he really has. Because, number one, people should just be appreciated off the bat that you even thought of them and wanted to get them a gift. That's what I have to say. And number two, you get things with, you have to have a budget, I suggest, because I get a little overzealous. So I'll be like, I want to get this person this, and that, and then in the moment, oh my god, it's like, for me to spend money on myself is a little bit harder, but for other people, it's like I can just buy and buy and buy. So I always set a budget. That's my other tip, actually. Set a budget for how much you want to spend on holiday gifts, because you also have to remember you have throughout the whole year, you have their birthdays and things like that. So So your budget could be whatever you want it to be, but I would suggest you have a holiday budget. But what I was saying is, I used to put so much pressure on myself, like, oh, I hope they like it, or what if this is not good enough, or what if they think this is like a cheap little gift, or whatever. The point is that they thought about you, and that they even spent money on you, right? So I wouldn't really stress that. You know, you're buying something from your heart, and because you think it's good enough, and you're putting in the effort to go get it, or to order it, or to even like scroll and like figure out what they like. So I really wouldn't put pressure on yourself. I know on the holidays it could be really stressful, because we, like me and my sister, we always go up with our parents, we're like, don't expect things from people. Like around the holidays, you don't expect things from people. If you have expectations that need to be met, it's either within yourself, or you come talk to me and dad. But don't expect other people to get you like the gifts that you guys exactly want or whatever, because that is like, that was an amazing lesson I was taught from young. So I literally don't expect anything from nobody, and if I do have an expectation, maybe it's from my parents. But honestly, like, yeah, it's just like, there's like this underlying stress sometimes around the holidays, and I want you to enjoy your holiday. Don't let gift giving give you stress. If you're unable to give a gift, you can express yourself by writing out a card, or you can even just have quality time on that holiday, really have meaningful conversations, be present. I think that means way more than any materialistic thing. Like that, those are my favorite gifts to get, honestly. Like, they make me so happy. So yeah, I wouldn't even stress gift giving. Like, if it flows, it flows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And if you're struggling, there's so many YouTube videos about holiday gift guides and things. So if you're like, I know this person likes this type of, like, I don't know, say you know somebody who needs a coffee mug, and you're just like, but I don't know what brand of coffee mug to get, like the to-go ones. There's so many videos on YouTube. You can also look on like Amazon's bestsellers. You could read the reviews there. And Amazon has really came in clutch for me this year, because honestly, going in and out of the car with the baby in the winter is just, it's a lot, because they cannot wear their coats. So it's like each time I get in and out of my car, I have to take off the coat, put on the coat, whatever. So online shopping has really came in. Even this from certain stores, they have on their website, like, if you order by this date, you will get it by Christmas. And I still see a lot of them, they say, I believe December 16th or 17th, you'll still get your order before December 24th or 25th. So I highly suggest you guys, if you guys are going to order anything, order it by tomorrow, which, well, today when you're watching this, or Friday, because yeah, you don't want to have a delayed gift. And if you do, and who cares, at least you're still getting the gift. So either way, don't stress yourself out. Enjoy the holidays. The holidays are meant to be surrounded with family, and if this holiday season is hard for you, I'm here for you. And you can always comment on my post, or even message me on Instagram. My name is Briana Arnao, so you could direct message me there, and I'll be there for you. And I just know for some people the holidays are hard. For me, I'm so lucky to be surrounded by my, oh my god, I don't want to cry. Whoa, you guys, I tell you this, I don't know if I can include all the clips. I'm gonna include this one though. I get so emotional now, like I could literally cry at the drop of a dime. The holidays are so good for me because I'm surrounded by my family. My grandma is still alive, thank God, from my dad's side, and I just get to be having the holidays with my family, now with my son. This is his second Christmas, which is so crazy, because his first Christmas he was like a month and a week, no, he was literally a month and 10 days old exactly. So this is like so cool that he's actually aware, he's not aware of Christmas, but he's aware of like family get-togethers. So that's like super exciting, and maybe he'll be able to open his gifts on his birthday. It was kind of like he wasn't really too sure how to rip the paper. Like, he was ripping it, but he didn't really understand it. So maybe he will now, I'm not sure. And I'm definitely going to be vlogging on Christmas, because I found my passion again for vlogging. Even if it's just for me, or if a lot of people view it or don't. If a lot of people don't, either way, I'm so happy to put out this content, because I was looking at my old videos and it just made me so happy to see where I was and where I'm at. But anywho, and then the reason, I feel better now, the reason why it's hard for me is because my dog that I had since I was 7, oh my god, passed away last year. 8 days after his 17th birthday, and it was due to him basically being an elderly dog. Yeah, I don't want to get into detail. It's like I've never even like really shared about it besides like a photo on Instagram, and I don't really want to go into detail about it because it was really traumatic, and I was pregnant, so yeah, because I literally had since I was 7. And it's like so crazy because I have another dog, Kisses. Wow, this is so embarrassing. Her name is Kisses, and I had her since I was 8, and that's basically like, okay, so these are my childhood dogs. So Kobe was my dog technically, and then Kisses is my sisters, but they're technically like family dogs. So Kisses lives with my parents now because that's what she's used to. Anywho, so they would always have matching sweaters around the holidays and stuff, and today actually she was wearing a green sweater. She had a green sweater on that they both used to wear, and wow, the camera just said 555. Anyways, I'm losing track. It made me emotional, whatever, because my grandma, my mom's mom, is not around anymore, and we used to do Christmas Eve at her house, so that's kind of hard. Oh my god, I can't talk about that one at all, literally. And she passed away when I was in high school, my senior year, so I was like 18 already. I know the holidays could be hard, but you're not alone. A lot of people find the holidays hard. I know on Instagram it can be like, it could put you in your feelings, or it can make you feel really good. So just don't oversaturate yourself with social media, probably at the on the day of the holiday. But if it makes you feel comforted, then totally do that. And just know you're not alone. A lot of people struggle, and I know that doesn't make you feel better, but I don't know, something about just not feeling alone is like a comforting feeling. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave you guys on that note. I hope you guys have had, I can't speak, I hope you guys had an amazing day. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and yeah, look out for tomorrow's video. Bye guys.